Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Dan Cruzel with WIGaming.com, dropping you guys another review, and this time we are talking about Qbik. Qbik was developed by Norbert Polax, published by Forever Entertainment. It is currently on the Nintendo Switch. This game costs $4.99 and that is digital only, as of currently of course, but Qbik is a single-player puzzle game that rattles your brain, or better yet, makes you think outside the box. Pun intended. Get ready to test your abilities as you tread through levels or caves, consuming the most appetizing blocks imaginable. Yes, there was some sarcasm to that sentence. Whether you are looking to play for hours or just a good couple of minutes, Qbik does a good job at catering to both. With handheld mode including touchscreen functionality, drag your finger along the screen to cover multiple points for Qbik to hit along the way. Of course, docked mode works just as well with controlling little Qbik around too. In order to complete a given level, you must consume each of the yellowish-looking blocks. Consider the layout like this. Much like Minecraft, ground or grass blocks don't fall due to gravity, sand blocks do, however. With that mentality, Qbik takes that thought and applies it to each of its levels. With a few additions to the puzzle element, each section includes a new mechanic to tickle your inner fibers. Push, teleport, switch, and consume your way through each section as you learn a little something about Qbik and his mission. I will say the puzzles are doable, however I think they can be a little overly challenging and can make any kid question his or her ability in being able to complete a level or not. Of course you could always just skip the level, right? Yes and no. And here's why. You are given a total of 5 skips in total. That's it, so you've got to use them wisely. A setback I had with the game was the fact you were given no hints whatsoever. I suppose the saving grace to this is the rewind ability, but half the time I got stuck on something, I was just like, screw it, I'm just gonna restart it. So, besides being able to skip 5 levels and rewind, you need to figure out each puzzle all for yourself, and with a total of 63 levels, that's a lot of extra thinking. So, for any tips I can give you, just be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you don't over-consume blocks. Just like a buffet. Just think about it this way. You go up for a plate of the essentials first. Ribs, steak, mashed potatoes, etc. And then later come up for the desserts. I use that analogy in hopes it makes sense to eat certain blocks before others, but I'm sure some of you are like, what the fudge is this guy talking about? With how inexpensive the game is, I was fairly impressed with how solid it is. It was challenging, had a little bit of story to keep me interested, and even had a sandbox element as well. There's this nifty little editor tab where you can go to create levels for yourself to test out and have other people figure out. Overall, I thought Qbik was a lot of fun to wrap my head around. It tested my abilities and made me feel accomplished upon completing most of the puzzles. What I thought this game did well was that it challenged me. It kept the puzzles coming with new mechanics to keep it fresh. It was easy to understand, and I thought with the addition of a story element, it motivated me to complete each and every level. Finally, the editor was a nice little addition to try my hand at creating a brain-busting level, but as if I could ever do that. What I thought the game didn't do so well was there wasn't any hints, and that was really the biggest issue I had with the game, and maybe I would even say I would have liked to see a online function to where you could play other people's puzzles via the editor. Other than that, I really had no issues with it, and I thought it was very well done. So final verdict on Qbik, priced at $4.99, that's right, $4.99 for the Nintendo Switch, is worth it. Any puzzle lover out there can enjoy all of the work put into Qbik, and that's to say the least, of course. It will have you playing for hours to come, I kid you not. So, I had a great time reviewing it and hope this helps any of you wondering, is it worth it? So there you have it. I hope you found this review for Qbik helpful in your decision to purchase or not. If you are at all interested in Qbik, I've included a link to where you can buy this game down below. As always, you can follow us on Twitter at IIWIGaming. Please go do that. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, send us an email, iiwigamereviews@gmail.com. Also, please do that. And finally, If you like what we do here, please subscribe as we are working hard to deliver more content each and every week. Thanks to the fine people over at Forever Entertainment for providing a review code, and thank you for tuning in.